kan de hia ne se ehun bete na metumi akenkan ni nyina amount se ne se ene se ne fata nyina ewo eye efia hanam yen hya se na fe ni nkomo na yen hwe de ekọ now indeed enra ye ne eye abrantie Mahmoud Kabori edi nkomo who is the spokesperson for lands and natural resources minister. You need to come out to get it up to date on what is really transpiring when it comes to 9 months NHDM, Bruni Chrome, and Sema ACC, and how things are progressing when it comes to mining or illegal mining in this country. We're furthering on today and then looking at the parliamentary committee, yes, and say even speaker spoke about it. I mean, saying say as I say, Mahokwana, Yeshushemu Yepa, and into the encore on Zoom na Mindy and Komo Way, many a deputy ranking member of lands and natural resource a parliament, make a Yankasa MP for Menchia North. Honorable Akwesi Kunedu on Zoom to really find out how the committee is also taking it. Menchia North MP, Yenono ending commosis here. Honorable Otemen Kame watching Eba Kessben Maakye so on 92.9 Afiso Kessben TV.
Meto nka minia, Mr. Osu Burano pay.
Yede radia se bibia ekoyie. Honorable Miensha se ni nkomo a me sure say what say the course so and as what even on Saturday that 1st November day no them new Bruni Chrome issues ACC were honom 9 months versus citizens in were honom but 2 MPs are involved but the entire new deal in common has to do with Penyini and Wibeka chairman Emma Wawo committee make lands and natural resource on also needing ABP Mura Collins Dauda first of one kasa as MP what say sign out and how do you Obibeka see it? I mean, with regards to 9 months, and what really transpired, what you did,
Mini Amedo was Namachao, the TF1 Afriphone. I first want to put in perspective. You've mentioned 2 members of parliament, AD.
Yes.
On that fateful day, and we all recall, and I am very much aware. The chairman now born Dura Collins Daudo.
Yeah.
No Ghana. He was in South Africa for Pan-African Parliament.
Sure.
So he was physically not in Ghana.
True.
Ura Kwado de na our Ghana.
Okay.
So the argument and the conversation was centered on that.
Sure.
Second, a day na omo ye ewo hwidim any new kruma ekofa ntokwa nyina de bae.
Yeah.
No move to Galamsey, very close to the road. Now they're no more year crash and they say, "Oh, maybe be a friend at Lakey," where they are using cyanide to catch the gold. I mean, no, me and you to say cyanide because of Minamata Convention. I signed a wood dry, you ditchy gold, and I said it from a good deal, and you bra. I Ghana did to say, "Yintimi to say, to be in the previous administration, we were using modern equipment to say gold catchers to do that."
Yeah.
And a 9 Musa, a bind diaba. Even in our perspective, we believe that the effort that 9 months is putting in the crown ain't me konkuye the ye pet sebit me abuamo or mino infu one inquire infu sase any more agudiano you bet me away by eliminating or taking off illegal mining activity. But ebeyebi no mukotoye say go for ye my bonnie ya bra say me ye nipi no che womo. And what did anybody do? What the MP is allegedly to have been done, seen on video, and money idea say he first came there with 20 armed men, telling the Operation Nymos people, say, because they are their people. And you see, ye can't see as some yes, and none was semunti. And the man you may be say by my GDA. Say, be and why you try to be the way I dance here, because ye campaign. I feel chairman, I fear sen. Yemianum and this no mutim punina and say, on bebe to me. So whilst they were out here campaigning vigorously against illegal small scale mining activities, they were in the pit, telling them, say, Samotu Mama John Dramani Mahama Bano Beyeman Peninia, or Bebwa, Namasa ko back, Aquaye, Nampenian pay bit to Nomotu Manwaba. To the lip service that they paid to the fight against Galamsey, and then Rantiane Qua, Niachi Womwa, and was so Column could defend Dominum Jai Womo. The sad part and the irony of this, they say, Nipa yachi wo mono no mukura akodie wo. Etio, yesi bi to 21 rounds. Ne bi nye Ghana for krebi a Burkina base. Omu wo ma yachi wo mo. But he forcibly went there, asking that they be released. Operation was for Nantiasia. They ended up giving them to the police. Then it is alleged, and we see by evidence and the crew show been say, Omu boabu nipa ko ahensia no. So omumra, no momeje omun crofo no a odi animu am yaje omun crofo no asebi. Yachi omu wo kwan bone saso. Destroying vehicles, emoni ade, and even took the intervention of a chief man and sana yetimi ayeden ama operation 9 was for no etimi akọ. And they ended up freeing the people. Man crofo ni timi gane the koi, omo koi. And that is where we are. Na die hu omu ne say sebi. One no ayeso mo kobra wu no na mo dem pafin eso mo ne be yi. Me kan say amakowi say operation 9 mo so mo ye aban enkrofo a mo hye entade a yen yato ama wo mo kura tuo no. Empo ne ye bu wo mo say so mo kutia galamse. Led by people, political actors. Ene speaker had cause to complain. Evidence abound because minia OTB. In the chamber, we were told, say, the interior minister called for the invitation of the member of parliament to the police CID. They arranged him to the police station. I find this as a bit of a charade. I didn't make us. And Tem Benso, charge Ben ya de bono. Yana minu to claim charge ya de bono. And once you question 150. Yeah, the sound, a binding and the sana question. Media mencha who. We are say will be who born more so minipo near the neko. So today you will be gagged. A vessel or con say, Oko Kabia, the catch and say, and yan na yet say the only passo called Nakakujina Cotton. A dear Naba Yamini Abangadim when we said they were referred to Yoko. That is where our fear is. But when the men ran, what struck me, Razy, Mayma, I made that statement, that call for the discussion that we had yesterday in SA1. The number of deaths, anyhow, illegal small-scale mining activities, both direct death and indirect death. Direct death in the sense, say, I'm nani bugum kum nipa nibi. Between January of this year and June alone, nipa 17. If I'm to add up to September, we are working in the neighborhood of about 35 individuals. They have dependents. They are called, and embolden a nipanum etia the fight against illegal small-scale mining activities. Why do I say so? So I think three morning in a no mantain be a pejayimu. Na ye ni asran for ni approach for so mon kobo ban entia illegal small-scale mining activities no mo ma nyanhyiemu. Ebi siye, e ma nipa nwotwe bi mu yafia se. Ebi emuso so obeka ya enche pi ewo agresum area mu ho ene nipa ni bi bo dompem ni asrafo bi mu hye mu ni ade a se bituo kasama ese assembly member bi ye den ewuye na se ne ye na ye mpanyifo ni ebedi dom anim se ya chi obi edne famra kwan so sebi se nipa ni nya involved in the activity a ye jane mu okwa emra ni betimi na ye den e de ni di ne ho besan ni wanya ne ho aye den atete. We are breeding bandits. One who that be no best story dear tia or mine and assume be because the equa dear minia so were food dear or what and found and young one so as I said that no be bet me a corn one boom no abandon near feed the SC source or baby two illegal small scale mine activity maybe also. Tina will be yes one. Your battery genesis when you actual man penny in a pound for genesis will say. The air condensation, I know ya yet. Say, bet me a do say, bet me a boa don't want no. Now ya do one up approach if one sem. So what say can no boa or yet the leader of Naimus, commander Nano Asemo say. No dream ne ye nu. Not what ne yam say no cram or no ancasanenco. Because a never be seen a dream. It may be a chair moon, yen kai or mine no near wolf for near wife for and maybe yaw. Ewo. Dencha boase asem bi says you ho ema osre ni bi hwe ne nkwa Tis all commanders who so when nipa hinsia. And na me bo ma baso said, Otimi kra won ho, or so akudi e kra won mu. Na impo no onkwada de gem mpo no. Or here won say, ma enu ntu onsin tu dia so bebo ho ban wo Harriso, na kofa to renchama. Ti de me sa ye ka, ene ni se one. Command penny. Dear Conano ya di minia, and na Ubusa Forestry Commission for. Now Ubusa wana or ye forest resources management who and someone. Ye enquire any more resources a ye timber, a be a medicinal, ammonia diano, and any na eco. Dear ye dear import green Ghana crown and ye 2 good year 2 galam say. That is how hard it is. Indigenous plants and now trees are now your walk. Or tear from odum dangoma ammonia and then we are not having them because you're tuning in idea go. The natural habitat of our animals are now your war. Quite your name, dosso and a more duma be woman and then you're tuning in idea go. No. We are heading towards an ecological extension. A ban is also a human beings at yes, as you say, your mind and your battery. To the extra man penny and say, and Tem Harriso. Memo funny may say, yeah, me the nipa na coach now, we train na sam. And nutine, the air busa, yes, as a man no opposition or more catch rain. Say, upon for be brave, betting bone, and the current minister, Urabua, current foreign affairs minister, Uru Kujato, current education minister, Ura Haruna Dusu, and do be breeze, George Moja Tamuna, and no man penina, no G2 Munese, Yan Fatabo. And to so because me I am when here. The old cancer Rebecca and say Enra dear now ye. Enra was say ye footwo walk crime pass but the next year D and one will see a bayer bonnet. If anybody would want to justify to me, send a year come back beside say Enra Namoa Bemudia Namoya ya. Assume me said ye near Enra no na enye enuntino ene aba. Na ye di Enra bonnet sesana near canoe. Ebe ye one no e would dream and ye di one. Na ya one na so fa so pama ye no ene de ade. Na ni ade nti kwa na wo se ha ye ho abebu sam se enra de na wo ye ne na ade na abeka se no. So beka ye ka se niema wo ho ase ye basu ye ni yi a ebetimi abo man panyin aka kire wo se de. O se niema e wo so ye de si ano kwan no. Onya nyenwie you could declare state of emergency. Ebi ne de ade, ebi ni operation Nimbus, ni operation Halt, your operation Vanguard mo ho. Again, as I say, me kai pa. Se ne de asrafo eko. Se omunko no munko to asiesa, ye nuanom ewo NDC no mo abem ka kire se. Eni kwai se yesa ne de asrafo pa mo. Omba nya no anom ye. Again, as I say, one day no cry they were brain ase because they would want their people by the promises that they gave them. So mbetimi akwaye. Eno money adem. Minia, it is ya when year. Ye de mradade eden kikaye. Say ya no money adie no man no assess and no near dear hammy and ma the pejam come and penny say the country needs so a reset here which he cannot even do but he's raising the positive gains now your best no he should not erase our future by being say otina wa bra onye he no ye hwe no dem rather de eyi ne ho ano or say so ogu galam say enipa 4 million enya adwuma nyem na meka on kan it means and the policy on one krasa wo so de be ma emrantie ne maba a wan mabunu san adwuma no enya adwuma oni on de 133 ba yes 24-hour economy so ofi so betimi ayan ke betimi enipa every say adwuma die
okay
o se so sa braso a emwa oman ni sikasem because enumu nene onya gold koton a etimi bua no mo de finance the economy o de trimu po we bu man a emwa. You must be willing to take the bold decisions.
Honorable, before I even ask these questions that I want to ask that we're reasoning now, I think I'm opinion there. If I got it right, I think he was saying, say, in case young fan is a worst scenario, sorry, Galamsey for no two, two. Now, ton ama a friend is saying, a month when some fata says, yeah, the more. Nempo no krano se eye gold board for a betwa. It makes sense to the nation to really make a whole structured where you bit me ye sika back. What it meant was that then it means that even when they were doing it in illegal, they were still selling it illegally. I mean, to certain people. Now we have a refined area to me aton. That was how I got to understand it from that angle anyway. But clearly, you did mention, sir, the Interior Minister called the MP to do that. Uncle Police and all that. Are you not okay with that? Are you not seeing it as a positive one rather than to see it as a yehenya being your friend said the Interior Ministry or the government is doing? Is it not a quick proactiveness coming from the government, Anna?
What was happening? Okay. About Oman say it is better for us to destroy our forest and get the resources by selling to ourselves than rather to sell to foreigners.
No. What can I say? One can say it is better to destroy, or say yes. Almost say no. Yes, you do say okay. But the point is that say gold on you beton illegally move. Be not say you beton correctly. Buying to get the same mineral now. Sebi in as much as bonesa what to illegal no crana. It's not good.
Okay. Why would we have to buy? Why should you allow an illegal activity and benefit from that illegal activity? Yes, you talk on the DNA, you talk on the DNA. I said, one in an you kumfa you mubi and I'm a boy. I don't umbra, but you are encouraging it. Say a fadium, me make an institution or the better sadium or those same say yaboni. Bra, nasa kadiana air cost in a swim track. But so catch them say. Although say no mboko akotwa mabontin sunim it is say dia mamia mento sebeya e won faso bebo oman no you are encouraging that ayeso obi odi awu no odi adodode ba fie osise faso odi adodode ba fie no so nko odbeko abontin no odi adodode ba fie dia mami nyintum se oni awu. That is what he is trying to tell us. The American say ade no illegal. Why must you set up a body to buy from the proceeds of an illegal activity? If that is what he meant, and that is the explanation that I get from him, I think it is wrong. That is why we call, say, your best sense unfatable and to so. Sabeya anye bian. Let me give you an example. And why I believe that it is right. Okay.
Okay.
And as I speak with you now, the Minerals Commission and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has revoked small-scale licensing.
Yeah, sure.
Say no, ofu say amfa kwan pamuni ade. Ene bi ede bae. Se sampo na tie ena wo ya. Enye no kwan paso na kameka to say fatabo to ni nyina so no obi a anya adwuma no. Obi ankokwa ye mu nkotu se mikura na minkwa na mra na wo hwehwe mu mpo. Se be ya wo hwehwe mu wie na hunu de ya. Afe na watimi de nsese ya to de ya no ho nkoma kwa ye adwuma. Ba wo gina nkan ni mu na atete nkan ni. Ebede na ho ato ho bekoso adwawo. That is the problem we find now. But they will still want to continue. Send me mana emwa or minor what then can call. But because there will be a benefit from it to the state, Yamwana ebia sabon in Koso. That I disagree. Secondly, to the point that you raised, that the call by the Interior Minister, it's a call in the right direction. Yes, I agree with that. Okay. That it is a call in the right direction. Why not? Nobody should be above the law. But yes, by rebel bar, I na home so. Yes, yen in Yahu. A ya na yam fato de my enra semunti. And my own and between it. We busa question in July. There was a referral to Yoku of two individuals by name Yamin, the Ashanti Regional, the national organizer of the NDC, and Abanga, one of the vice of the NDC, as a media journalist. A dear na what ya fast 7 from July to November. So what did be from Ubi Mabusa? Catch me.
The latest, Matthew, I said the latest that I heard was when I think the president met the CSOs, and then Attorney General came in. Ubi bisa sa question na ubi sana, and then I think the Attorney General did say or train dockets. Or I think he says he was waiting for investigations from Yokomu. Then he will proceed from there. But I haven't heard anything beyond that.
Perfect. It's all train. Investigation.
Yes.
What we are proceeding. Good. And let me ask you, what charges? Charges ben do ben and a wati. Say the member of parliament is here granting the bail on what charges. Say better grantee bail. It means you've been indicted of something. You've been charged of an offense. aname boy ya bo kwadu bi e de kwadu na wate say ya bo no nti a man bail.
Okay.
So just say and ma make it will be a call in the right direction. No problem. But then maker say that should not be used as a small screen. Emi emfanyen katemu na emma de ye o say hwehwe no because I know kopi say e bi na working and yet a call in the right direction say wa from yakọ. It is a call in the right direction. But I feel we are seven nebusa won say kwadu be na de abono. Enina so be na de ye. E de ho ne ma no bail no money adem. Anytime see say bayre ne beba ejina na homa ne so ti ase enti enu nti na ma make de making.
Okay.
Si ebeye niema ne ebeye ne kwan paso ma gidia be ma manye ti menfo anyemu gidia. It is important we are open, transparent and fair about some of the things that we are doing. Or see me pepe ye inhumu any na die kama ebemu. Otherwise most people would take it say oh the tia netie ye kasa ho nansa na so atwa na asemfo Friday ababebum emwa ekon na ye pese ekon editia small scale illegal mining activity a etu or minus in the
Okay. Honorable, just last two questions now, Minyaho. One has to do with your take on this question, whether we are really losing the fight when it comes to Galamsey. I mean, from 8 years ago down to just about 9 months now, are we losing it, or there's some form of hope? And then the other one has to do with more committee, you know. Now there are two issues: the NIMOS one, and then I had Yankasa Honorable for Odan MP Honorable Kwesi Akwa. The issue has to do with the Brim Central MCE. So the minimum say no so abetomo now so abetomo now so a na committee ni betimi ayafa ho. Wadama.
Edikai, are we losing the fight? And you make reference to 8 years and 9 months.
Yes.
If you limit it and box it, S1 M1. Because illegal small-scale mining activity, it transcends 8 years. It transcends 9 months. It escalated. In 2012, 2014, money idea. That is why I said the references that we make, and we can make it say, are we losing the fight against Galamsey? Because we are talking about today. And then you didn't come on. Enra ni yeni enra biemu. Enra yeni enra biemu. And then you want it now. So we are looking at today and tomorrow. The betting yes here, ebeboa ana emu benyan sunsun asopa ana bone ewo nipa yewo man ni mu no so ana. That is where our discussion must be focused. And I would say me gina ene niema mi hunu a. We've lost the fight against small scale mining activities. And I don't see the hope if we continuously do the same thing that we are doing here. Mi hunu. Because if you look at the discussion, and when you are there, our brothers on the other side, whilst we were trying to proffer solutions, their interest was to go about the NC and using that to justify their inactions today.
But Honorable, quick one. Why can't we use history to represent the future? Where institutions will be a bit seen, obi baby say nan was basa. I mean, clearly there were solutions among the buyer banning 1 year from mining. Yet we saw those petty ones that were happening within the space. I mean, Operation Vanguard, solutions were preferred around that time till now. So on the mention, Obibeka said, since you say and now. Ebiana say some 2 years ago, 1 year ago, na ne can want some na yen to me enko na mana be pie Obibeka just about 9 months. Anna
9 months is not just. Now, Mami Musa, you ask a specific question. I say, why can't we use history?
Yes.
History should be a guide, but not a justification of our iniquities today.
Agreed.
I was say a quine a threat. Nanya idea was ye did die your own so. And we seen Tony and Mray, any a bois payo and what is it? What kind of Bible catcher or season can you buy a Janu pencil and Kayan or Moye yeno? But yet Janu pencil and only a big die and what this a yet Januni woman and for so many woman. So you are justifying today's wrong with the past. Of what benefit would that be for the future? Use that as a guide. Many Susan saw a quaint anything in name rather than so would be you one. Okay.
Okay.
But what the make that is where I come from. I don't have a problem when you would want to reference that as a guide. Ebia ye ni say no anye say ntie ne ama ye ni say. It was to say a baby na emwa. Fedi. Ba ko ye say enra no eye say ntie ade ne ye kan na. Minia. Na ne wa anya de. Enu ni ade amem pese ye beye because yes sir. Ebesi ye kwan e wo ye nim de ne ahonim mu se betia me ye den se pa betre ye kwan e wo ye nim. The country was the future generation will suffer, and we will suffer and would have failed the future generation. And that is why I am worried.
All right.
Okay. I believe that let us use the future as a guide, but not the justification.
Okay. Me quick one. Brim Central, the Anomate.
Yeah, I bet you.
Okay.
So you are going to sit on it. But I believe, if there is clear evidence on the part of an executive, the president must act and act very swift. He is the representative of the president.
Yeah.
And if he can go write receipt for an illegal activity to legalize it against the constitution and the laws, I believe any crime the president should have acted. The chief of staff should have acted. Because all of these individuals act and perform at the behest of the president as their representatives. And if there is this clear, I don't even believe your friend Impo Busana no asem. Because they feel say one of these stories that we'll talk about it in 2 days and it will go. But you see, when people like you and I and all of us agree that this is where we are, this is where we would want to be, and these are the examples and the roadmaps that we must put in place. I believe that these individuals must be called and reports made on them regularly. So that obi wo baby na oye bia. Obe wo say me nua ye o brim. Ade say tu nu say na koko wie nu enti o say me mama na mo no ye pe. Say entimi nya de ye krojen kra no eye pe. So I believe the president and the executive must act even before we bring our recommendation. Na ko etimi ya ye hu bibia nkebebo because e ba yenti anu di sem bia yenti se bia ya free ni panimpo. I think it is worrying. Very worrying.
Okay. All right. Honorable Medas, because this one becomes a public interest story, and I say Obibeka, sometimes we love to see the public see what is really happening. In case you have a committee to look into the matters of Hudiemu and even get videos, you bet me actually corporates here, you or TV and all that. Would you want to see it being beamed live for every Ghanaian to see? In terms of yet to Tomano, we want to find out these two MPs and beyond. I mean, what really transpired? Would you prefer seeing it out there for everybody to see, Ghanaians to see?
I don't believe say Bibia Bisi will quite see a bit trouble until be BRM. Now I am so dear the amount. Say Ukoye say never to. So that when the punishment another retribution in bar. Ebesia coincide na debia na woni panum betrim say onko ye bi. It will be nice for the cameras to be there. Na nipa nche adenti a obo mu boom sa eduko pro station hokoye do. Uwe ya so won kan si wono. Say na ne asia bone hwehwe en so won say na aposi for ebrese impo obeyi operational most for ni bi money ade because ehun abowo mo. Ehun abowo mo because no osuoma won kwa. Because the numbers that they saw and you and I saw in the video it's a people by so kania and fine shake kania apunya nasi. No, this is so best share many penny and a crime. It will believe say Banisa never jatu because currently class will be rumor in some one year in the Supreme Court. Now it's me being on a line. So that at least we learn from it. And no say, there is fairness, transparency, and accountability for all of these individuals. For both the accused and also for the state. It is not only the person is proven innocent until proven guilty. So open, if the person evidence in our bar, near we say, oh, Bibia and Kumua, Ubia Timber and fine. So that's it. But near many one customer say, what near my who not dance the innocent material anymore, you are not to able to Nipanua. Ye baby MGD say a big rampoa. Nipano anya di oye. It's media to Mr. Sebanisana. I would welcome it.
All right. Honorable, you better say, pass here no din come over here, Kessben TV, so now face Kessben 92.9. You better say, probably be near best back. The Honorable MP for Mensian North, Honorable Akwesi Kunedu, who is also the deputy ranking on lands and natural resources in 18 common 14 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Penfonina Atnase. I don't know Ziggers take brew by Doak activated Chakwa. Now, Yene Ora Divine in Chroma, Director of Operations, PPP, Kweku Edubuahi, a member of the MPP Communication and Ken campaign team, and then Gordon Mahama Ayabo, and also a corporate affairs. Ayaba, sorry, okay, Ayaba, no ebedin komo or no a corporate affairs tour, and after so a government spokesperson, bedin company and then a boost a new common affair bar. Zigger Stick brought to you by Doc Activated Charcoal.
Medafo me de wadru sharp herbs biaya ye imboost herbal mixture police ni na dro no ename ne wo behwe senti etwa sa wo di imboost herbal mixture eye wadru enne pa e wadru ni mu enne niema papa se obinum imboost herbal mixture onya medafo se ka imboost herbal mixture se de wate dada na eye police ni no adru no edro eye police ni o ye memu heya na nyame nam ne so a ode edro ya bedwa so e wodwa so dada ada a chese ye guso a ye no ma eboa ye ma ye ni Adriano Kwamwano, Enya Hoden, na Enaya Shane Pa, ewo imboost herbal mixture mum. Police nina draw imboost herbal mixture wayano ordinubna, and hama, and ye and or diaye. Now she addressed their brand in the city na a unique cry, a danson. Nanya brand nekeke, content na a woman, and also a different a uniform na a uniform as in chain, aka a drug kayebia akahu. And until se upia one team, Nasa Oko herbal shop, license chemical shop. Pharmacy biamu na okope ebibidroma pa ebetimi aboa mo atimi ako edi onyare wanyina so nkunimu a menhwe dro bia se imboost herbal mixture police ni no edro no sei enetie mepacha won saka bia kapoketua bi hyeso ubie so na wo hyekini wi akapoketua na hyeso no obenum tu anopa ansa na wadidi awiaso wadidi awie obenum tu enwumra a wokwa akoda no wanum tu edro yiwra wo nipadua mu a eba beboa nkwamo a ewo nipadua no mekire immune system no na enya ahoden mapa na atimi aboa wo nipadua no na dwumaso a nyankopon nyansa ne nipayo mu obo nkwamo ne de ma nipadua ne se enima no sa dwumaso no enkwamo na atimi edi ama nipadua no edroi ye de nubrane hahama na aye na nubrane hahama ne natural spices ide aye no ekura properties bebree ekura phytochemical compounds bebree a eboa nipadua no apomden ma ne timi ekonanim properties ameka ho asemu ebi ne saponis ebi ye tannis afensu ebi ye flavonoids ebi ye carotenoids ena alkaloids ne de keka ho bebre a mentumi ye brani timi fa ne nyina entudwa na nam se ebrani sa na dodo akonya ba akofo ntena so nchenti ena me no be ka mienu ho asem ye fa saponis eye property a ewo imboostable mixture mu a obi a wodi police ni na dro imboostable mixture ne be ye na edro no saponis na ewo mu nti fat entimi enya nika ewo ni paduanim me kire srade eno nti se wutie me ne na se woni paduanim ayedu embroso wankasa wonante a obre wonante a ase wo te so utumu se ni paduane emu ayedu waye kese embroso a imboostable mixture na ye kanfo di amawo saponis na ewo mu no sa woto imboost no na wo shekina wo se bibi ba ni bubbles bi ba ni mu se ehoro bi saa no aha eno ena ekọ wo shifat ni nyina efri ni paduanim edi amawo eno ewia na wieye afe ekohwe aboa na wo sugar a ekọ ni paduanim enuane a ye di starchy foods a ye di and end product eye sugar anase glucose no ekoboa anormalize sugar level no edi amawo me kire se esichire a aboroso wo ni paduanim no ebetena kofom kra wo di aboroso na wo di aboroso so a control no asiese no di ama se de be ya emoroso nkofa ohaw ana oye na bi enfamrel afe ewia hwe se cholesterol aboroso wo ni paduamu aya ss no ebete so edi ama wo medofo enye no nkwana so ye brain ti ye nko tannis enso so yi Tannis so so ye property bi a ewo nipa ewo imbust mu a se wura nipa duani mu a ekoye osi akwan ama bacteria virus germs infections a omu wura ni ye nipa duani mu a omu kwasesa yare ahodo de brɛ no eno na Tannis na ewo imbustable Mr. Muno ekohwe na aye osi akwan aseti barriers ama wo se de bɛyɛ a wo pia bonten na se wo de wonsa so so ne ma bi mu ana wudi nuane bi na se kwa kofa ohaw bi ana wo ye ne bi e de abrewa Tannis na ewo imbust mu no ebɛyɛ osi akwan amasa ne o ma ne nyinam afa Tannis ninti wonum imbustable Mr. ye police ni na duro no oni akomayade eni twaka kra kyese akomayade entumi emben wo heart attack bia entumi emben wo eboa siesie akoma no ma ne tumi ye atwuma yie afen so ehwe ema moje wo nipaduani mu no etimi di afusane yie ebi ana wutie me na kakra bia wo na etitiriti onsa etitiriti moja ne ntumi di afusane yie amo akoma bo periperi ama pressure no kra ekosoro dodo ana ate abafom sese hypertension no abasa ne wo betena enu ti doctor mo waduro se no moduro no nefa control no me pacho imbustable Mr. wo betimi anoma ka ho ebesiesie wo nipadua no na control ne di ama wo nipa bebre na anom imbustable Mr. no pressure no ewo soro pa nanso nei odi adanse se eduro no aboa no afen so ebi ana wutie me na cancer kra na etete wo me carotenoid eho asem eno so boa wo na ewo cancer eno ti se wo nom imbustable Mr. hunu se sa carotenoid na ewo mu nti no ma cancer emba wo nipadua nim enye no nko me dafo a wutie me se ye fa imbust ho bonus sa na se mfaso di a yenya ewo nipadua nim a edoso obi o hono se me didi wi ana me bo ehyehye me ana se aduane to me yema me ntumi kra imbustable Mr. ni besiesie di ama wo imbust ne de enka wo se abusua bia enya bisi ne fie ebra yare achi mpofiri mu so na wo be ko hospital ana yare achi hu kani ana se wo dofo bi na wo pese wo de no ko hospital no wo de wo imbust ne bia fa na bie so ne di kan ma ne binom ansakra na modru hospital ho se imbust serve as first aid e de ama wo abusua na de biara da otumu se yare ene moto nkwanta amapai yare nta amemu imbustable Mr. Boy general body pains free ni padua mu me kire police ni na do no an obi mu bisa se adai edro no eye painkiller na wonnom a eyi ya wo nyina se ye adwumaden na wo ye se ye fom dwuma e na wo ye se wo ye mesini wo ye driver ni wo ye gya ho adwuma wo ye oba wo kwa market ko di dwa wo honom obeba na honam nyina ya wo ya edro imbustable Mr. na ebeboa wo na menua ba eboa wo yi ya wo no na menstrual pains any menstrual disorders so wo di ni sunkunim eno nti wo baby or menstrual pains or menstrual disorders ye kan fu police ni na dro imbustable Mr. no ena di ama no afen so ebeboa asiesie wo ma ye mu no se bia infection bi ehinta wo baby candidiasis me kire odepua ehinta wo baby a ebesiesie nu anase nsuo biara enya anika nanso eba efri nipadua ni mu ba ekofo how edebre wo no imbust ne beboa eyi ni nyina afri ho be ma wo hwe me imbustable Mr. ebeboa ama mensem so akonanim a wo how bia eni akire sa wo to imbustable Mr. se wo no mo amedofo eyedu papa ebeboa wo na o how bia nim sanse yankasa na edua ye nubena no ukọ ti regional hahama ne nubena no ya gi asase yantam wo ho eni afa akuafo aguso ye ne o makasa se mama fa chemical bia nka asase no ne mpo akọpẹ se eduro no enu nti ye ndro beba ye de be fa mfidie mu a ye be hwehwe mu no na kyese bibia eye kroje na eduro ne be agya so enam se ye papa nti adanse bebre na ewo ho
eduro ne ye papa asa mi ko pedwe mi 20 nya mi menses enye yi
sa
mi body ne enye yi
okay
na mi to dro no mi kunu so ma me de bia me no mi bia mi sorry mi ko pedwe mi new system so aye kama mi menses so aye kama
ba so amene net no bo so me so na menses na say ba no ma be even 5 days no na be 3 days pe na atwa be ma nye do mbi ko na no so kra no mbi no e ma kwa na we ba be 5 days no mind mu ne say do no mu de no kra ni e de nyame asase nyankopon ayadom na edu ba tanse be pe kro man we mu na e boa fofofo na yenye mu anwodi
nya accident ekoda trafaga almost 3 months me na ibubuye e ma da de shimu enti na pensa na e wo ho a meti no police ni aduru no moto bre me amenom ye no first one no de na menti pensa no biem the second one at times going no amenom police ni aduru na o me nan no na ma wo se me nan na fe de me hu sa kira bi on nan no in short time nan mu ye
omo pressure we so tan nine mu enti me no police ni aduru na fe ma wo say nine no asase ye dey etwe enti aduru no de eye me ma no bi ana se oba bi ya honam ya hono de me de no na esa me yare ma me enti se ka ye camera kra metimi ayi ba bi amenya accident no e de a kire tiefo no mo so ahwe no mo de aduru no adanse a kire mansan
adanse a twagu nyina eye imbustable Mr. Police ni na dro ho adanse enko anu no wote ho ye dey tutumri kasesi a na ru herbal shop license chemical shop na kope imbustable Mr. na nom na wonom a afe apomudin abusuakuo imbust no wa beka ho wo beka apomudin abusuakuo no ho a de biara da wotimu se woni padua no enya apomudin mapa oni yade atonkwanta mapai ye numbers na gu screen so no frey asem bi a kire wadwen no brane ne ye meka ho asem na se frey na bisa ye.
Okay, so 24 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. We're Kessben 92.9 at Facebook Kessben TV. Just gone by in boost herbal mixture and no more editing common yan corner fee yanizika so Indian common ziga stick na fee ayen pain for international yan fan common and sister so ziga be about call there morning.
Yeah, good morning, boss.
Nice.
Me who are Divine and Mahama.
Yes.
No boni dini ye de cham se want.
I mean me who
Ayaba.
Yes,
yes,
a number yeah.
Yes, it opens the box of hope for young politicians. Things that an MPP did not do. I can't because if you see a young guy on TV every day in opposition, let's say you're too abarina, you say sa young guy nikuta position, it helps. Yeah, a lot of it. Let's say be on Sakpatre TV, so no akasasa and abranti we di party echinwa no akasa de for over 8 years no. Omu wi ade anu wanya ya address ne yes wanya hwe. It does not open the box of hope for others too. Yeah, so I'm happy that if somebody like Jerome Ayaba the guy who not monocre first Harrison Hussein crowd with Sakra just 20 years. So I'm happy. You see,
okay.
This issue, boss.
Yes, sir.
Just my bacon here, you understand me. See your foreign reserves, according to the Bank of Ghana data, just say your foreign reserves shoot to equal $12 billion, and this October, ending of October. So in November last year, ne $8 billion. So see a shoot to call $4 billion. Different $12 billion. Different $4 billion and Ababekam. You understand? That is what this government is able to achieve. Then you talk about inflation. Inflation from 21.4 when Yabebe Twaban. Say the inflation is a single digit. Last month we're hailing the Bank of Ghana and his people said inflation hit about 9.4%. But ending of October, inflation about 8%. Ghana Statistical Service is a fact. Then the CD now today the CD about 10.92. Then President Mahama say we need to keep the CD. When I can call the Chino, Obeka say about a couple of weeks ago, a Shutuko 13, and the President Mahama say we need to keep the city in between 10 and 12, and they are able to achieve it. Fantastic, that's fine. Okay, now enforcing intervention from the Bank of Ghana, I don't buy that idea because I've already told you. When you read the article 183, clause 1A. On the Bank of Ghana, the Constitution, it talks about the central bank. Was it the central bank? The job of the central bank is to make sure, say, you see the eye stabilize. So a can't be obefa so obey any biano. We don't care because the World Bank, say, you see the I appreciate it by 34.4%. Since and the city is making the best currency in the sub-Sahara region. The reduction, 15% reduction of your friend say a transport fare. So, upon all these economic indicators, I favor President Mahama. So today, you kokotuaba ni ekase NDC lose election. Why? Because Galamsey and NDC lose election. it wouldn't be fair to politics and governance. Today, I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about today. Si ekotoaba na se NDC elusua ni e kase galamse na ama NDC elusua. It wouldn't be fair at the ma you finna say politics and the governance. Listen. When President Mahama 2 weeks ago met the Auditor General and the Attorney General and the Chief Justice nominee, was say we need to create a specialized court. Yadeba handle issues corrupt issues individuals and institutions. You were talking about a committee. Yes, set it up. You find say galamsey issue. It shouldn't be a committee. May I think say if you get a commission of inquiry, I can bet me abwa. Jamaica what I say. Ora say we should push in a strong investigation into every case be a SBR. But we suggest that it should be a commission of inquiry. I remember television swa obi abehubi. Na president na sumajono no etime ruling in mind. Jamaica what I say because how are you handle me and kasama down for me Reverend Dr. Joseph Yamini Abanga issue no. Honestly speaking, and confront here since July, Attorney General referred to Yoko, but Yoko hurriedly handled some issues to be. How come that we are not hearing anything from it? So people are skeptic. People think that how the Attorney General and Yoko handle Joseph Yamidiano, it is not open the box of hope. If that is the case, then it should be commission of inquiry that will be set up. About television that people will appear before the commission and inquiry near question. The reason is simple. Honorable Ebenezer Kwakuadu, a Sutifi North Constituency Member of Parliament, Nishuya Yabaya Yekawasibi, who within the statement in the Bible, a certain paragraph or say, upon say, Ura Collins Dowda or there so uncle site one, or say, upon reaching the site with my constituency vice chairman and driver, upon reaching the site with my constituency vice chairman and the driver. But Erastus Asarodonko, an anti-galamsey journalist. I catch him in plain say, or see, the man went there with 20 men, metro men. And then your friend say, constituency organizer, constituency vice chairman, and you know the coy was a 20 men and he's ready to testify. So ye jawi my yoko. Maybe Abraham Teshifa the chef regime. Jamaican what I say. You rest no kasa. Anna turn on off DC MC in the person of Payoso Ayopoku. Yes, I galamsey. I won't persuaso. Papa nisi debi there's no galamsey. No what timia fighting for police. Any comfort the court ne site. I got to say. Aha yenya galamsey waha. Mom say so na niati. Me wana Erastus Asarodonko asaba aboncha say the man is lying. He's misleading this country. Baby aye galamsey no one person obetwa ho aba. No akwa aba show actualities. I'm your beer who say there's a galamsey ekoso ewe ye friend say turn off a municipal. Adetinia a investigation you set up a committee keke. Now you can handle this issue. A war of man hene in the person of Swaman man hene. A paramount chief who cannot lie, I believe. Because a paramount chief or call your friend say House of Chiefs meeting. Was se me DC waya galamsey waya cocoa smuggling me DC galamsey no cocoa smuggling. It should be commission of inquiry. Okay. Then another baba betnasi DC baba betnasi ye wia ni ahwe ye bon krono ani ahwe ni power kan kure. But it shouldn't be yoko na amwaye baby adu de yoko na amwaye. So President Mahama should resort on that. Okay. A betimi aboye ni na ye kran sama ye keka reduce. Ye betimi aka asem bia yoko ayi behia ye. Commission of inquiry ni behia ye. Ye be kwa kwatena ho bi no matoto ya no. the enemy aka.
Okay.
The enemy aka be say yanya sade no. Because medical kase ye koto abasisi a na se President Mahama ekokolus ni akaso galamsey na de na kwa ya. Me honestly speaking, as ma make people can take it whatever because of economic indicators where we are today. Say a control no lusumi a kasa galamsey na de na kwa. It wouldn't be fair.
All right.
We should be transparent in fighting this galamsey thing.
All right.
Committee, whatever wouldn't help. There should be commission of inquiry.
Okay. But I say, Ziga, any attending kind of 8:34 is the time. I mean, can you hear WhatsApp message we now fe panono and Shasia Bosheba Amisti Gosuzungo say President Mahama and his NDC has nothing new for Ghanaians because he is not ready to fulfill his campaign promises, and I'm still pleading with all the NDC MPP delegates across the nation to vote massively for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia because he's the only candidate that can win power for the MPP in 2028. Regards to Honorable Mavis Hawakum Singh and MPP National Women Organizer Hopeful and Kojo Preko Dankwah or de Ebaye and no. And then I have this one from Tomla Mankranso or say Ghana needs patriotic men like the former Akonta Mines manager who has stepped forward to boldly defend the truth and mother Ghana by exposing Wontumi in court, who selfishly destroyed our water bodies and forest reserves, leading to massive health and environmental consequences. The state must provide protection for that star witness before, during, and after the final determination of the case. Also need to by the hashtag Wontumi must jailed. Also need or de ebaye and no 35 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Mama can make in come with the I've seen a bus who dear no one face. So Eben, I've seen your own here. Now Eben from Kwabenya says that I think it is a good idea for prisoners to farm and feed themselves, and if possible, the nation as well. Mr. President JDM really cares about the country and his plans. Ghanaians are Ghana is a big one, and I believe you will never be forgotten after your term. Regards to Honorable MC Agbo of Ga East and after to TDC Boss Courage, Makafui Nene Kweku, and then Mr. Akwesi Mensa of PSC Shipyard. On also Nedia or de Ebaye and no. And you know, Yababe call air discussions, you know, so and of course, Ziga Stake and after so air discussions, you know, is brought to you by a DOC activated charcoal. DOC activated charcoal into what? Or air indigestion, or gas, or bloating, and after stomach ulcer, no. And I've also feel very discomfort. Where stomach no terminal. The patcho a DOC activated charcoal. DOC activated charcoal and I obey you so a bebo ye pa yan my fungus, they toxin, bacteria, virus, and I've also acid. You best say a flashing in and out. Naturally, you want to do with a DOC activated charcoal and I obey turn what you may use. One more ulcer, pain, heartburn, stomach upset, and I've also one more food poisoning, skin rash, itching, and I've also indigestion in a DOC activated charcoal. Kwa also share DOC activated charcoal on sabekebi na also we use 100% natural ema ene nkwada nyina na ebeboa eno ane se one mix it with water no one no pa ene anwumre bibia betumi akoyie stress free ewo nenumu bibia kama DOC activated charcoal no obenya bi ewo Adia Pharmacy Kumase, Love Life Pharmacy Kumase, Pure Leaf Kumase, Colina Ke Kumase, Nana Boachetema, Amen Satakra, the Joe Bennett, Sunyane na Fesu, Delight Pharmacy, Kofrudia, Widama, Ashaman, na Fesu, Kanshi Drag Lane, when Sa Ebe Kembi Wohonom. From on 059 82 06885 0598 206 and that's 02066 16620 and no a DOC activated charcoal bringing us a guest take and then a panel discussion about BSCC and then two major issues and probably other issues that time permit has to do with the issue of Naimos Fridium Bruni Chrome the two MPs fingered within the space. I know you have been so new development coming from the OSP. An interview he had with the KSM said what is happening to him previously in India, it was a bad thing for him. He was totally blocked by the past government. in order to get a euphoriata and all that. Wakika ni na ebedi hun komo ene ewo fie hanman. And then we'll deal with opposition party, the New Patriotic Party, talking about and I said describing what is happening to their own people as a revenge and witch hunting when it comes to the MP NEC, what they are doing. NTN Corner for Yenshas in Indian Common Divan Nkrumah Atenase, Director of Operations PPP, Kweku Edubwahin, member of the MPP communication team Atenase, and then Ken campaign team, and then Godwin Mahama Ayaba, corporate affairs or TOR, now so government spokesperson, so Atenase, Yababe in common for me, Chamu in Abibia Bokodia. Nice. Yes, you here. You go so kakra. Kwaku, me roba shase one of me who have first into no first come first no be shase. You didn't come on for the first one that we'll have to deal with has to do with Saturday 1st of November issue AC, you know, and then how government is really dealing with this matter, the lands ministry, the government itself, the law, the interior minister, and all that. What here, Honorable Kwesi Kunedu, that's MP for Mensia North, Onosuni Take, who is also a ranking deputy on the lands and natural resource, Onosuni Samawaka. In the next 10 minutes, on the issue of Galamsey, Naimos.
Midase, Mechia, Wati for Anopai. Na so Amma, the incoming flag bearer of the NPP, Honorable Kennedy Japan, and pay and my constituency for Amasaman, Honorable Love, set a dweji me team Ninga George Muna Mechiamo. Eba consam so. It's media Macase is rather unfortunate near AC over the weekend, no, because just last week Yana na ya wo afidi so ani kasafa ni AC wo new abrim central na ye ka MC ya menu ha Golden Bechire mu se nyesa na na tie na mum no yeso ye tinsa mufro ewo na ale anche sokra niate naimos so insense besi wo sutifi hwidiem ne ho na hwidiem ho nankasa no kamia yese over the years no ba be a troubling area pa fi se yenim kra no yenim rantu abia e from Musalefu 11 more and no mudi with respect to the timber industry. Mucha umatro no much is Kennedy. Afedi ya diaba mining and I say illegal mining so. Young one say 9 months ago say okwakoye recognizance way up baby umbesi umutent no ma dia protected forest. Omuko 2 mania and go for the excavated too for me. One a mamma permit some mumraha, ye so mumwa na MP Drew or say Honorable Collins Dauda and a woman who say on Mestopum. Now quite unfortunate because Okatechi you be a Honorable Collins Dauda and the guy named Okatechi. You be a many ni say or then home badges sans and some name no in the aba bepim media de bia de mekane say galamsey and some ya kan ho asemi moma yenyi party sem mfrim ne nhwe o man Ghana ne nhwe ye bobra ne nhwe ye ma enchiri ma ne nhwe ne eto yen se o man fi say wo hwemu ya. This fight, it will take a bold, decisive leadership to fight this Galamsey thing. And yes, na ye be the politics, and the MPP say more ye be, and this is more ye say, and then Yamini. Listen, me take Preko, and they say, young fasa no mano, Kojo, young fan tongue. Nange hwe Ghana dachi menim se menua Godwin enemy ya adwin wasa adiwe ho se ma yenye ne politics the NDC, the MPP, and no HIA, me better na me kind. Say, who be a tap na pipe water ye be na and in ye say chocolate color no. And I say this sweet chocolate drink na ye benomono. Who be a and ye NDC color and ye MPP color ni free mobile. And say me crowd PPP or intimidate on a sober account. And not PPP color ni free mobile. E bien wo free mobile. Na mom esu a yes Ghana for nom. Metallic substances, heavy metallic substances akogum. She mercury ya omode ye adwuma yi. Omode pe good we bebe nti ye use mercury ya na ama ensuo yi enkrofo no ma na obehu yesi obi awo ne nsa atwa obi awo na ni ba kon ama deformities and all that all over the place. Ye Ghana for na sa oye ni ato yen. Enye yenye you think like they say sabi you be kan ye benya pure water refined one beer ye use reverse osmosis there are reversing anum an my ho atoyen na mum no wono wotin krasa no so den na besie enti na ya na me eba na ha no a I want us to talk devoid of partisan politics na ye hwe o my Ghana dachi. Listen, you pe galamsey a ekoso ne ekoso nra NDC fo ye bi MPP fo ye bi ye bi ene yom gusu a omoye
Kessben 92.9
ana ga obetumi akokwa ben ha na lorry kwan ho pe ye tu galamsey ana se fa konongo ha na lorry kwan ho pe ye nkrofo tu form de machine si ho a ye tu ye galamsey e kwan ho ana o ka che me say NDC penny be in church and MPP ni be penny be and no omu in church. Idea all political divides. Say on my Ghana. May I have a take say this Galamsey fighter I can once me is going to be very difficult for us as a people because listen and me check a gold price per kilo $129,000. Tamanai Akufo-Addo was on $58,000 and cry into me on Kosanto. And there's a Kabamuno. Now in your Zigatiha, no can any foreign reserves as a country and move from 8 billion, they are got 12 billion, which sounds good. But the Ananka is Kapa, it means foreign reserves, you cocoa, me boy. Cocoa, no, so say, as what you from your production of cocoa, about 50%. And this is Ghana air surgery up, no. Kojo, when you say gold, so can we? And a man question. If it's a gold price, I cost pa. Now gold price, ya cost 3 years. They say yes, you hear two from left, right, center. Say oh my. And the Ghana say you bet me a corner. Yeah, to say it. Say gold bond. Oh wow, auto gold no. Obiya your gold. I saw cotton a mom. Now yes, so yeah, 2 man saying just so. Said the business can have a bomb mine home by. Ebra na ye kope sika bebo oman no ho bra na ye edi oye ne ebre oman Ghana for eno amuso ne ye kope sika na bade ababo ye ho bra na sika ye koya na e bae me de me question I keep on asking no ye koya na e bae won momma ye mfa enoma bebre ntu enini nhwa de
okay
se enro bi na ye exporti farm produce and then fruits and then some of those things and they and arsenic nature of the lands na you want and they a friend is saying heavy metals na call your soil on the mono a best say ye niane no ye dia ye so manfo no ye benya yare 2 sa right now na nke timidi exporting no makwa abrochire ekoton ne enya esomfa so se oman no and nam say sa heavy metals here akọ ya sa asini mu ekonuane ni mu abrofo no ento enti there's a whole lot of problems
sure
ya nhwe ya
ne pesi mame
e kire bi no just ye ko import nsu ne anom ebe import nsu abendon wo Ghana ha ya nhwe ya Kunyako water works almost shutting it down and Ray. Matter say omu measures a omu de buy no me can no kore. I will support any government policy or initiative to clamp down on galamsey.
Okay.
Nti 9 months and yes ban resource omu. No mutumi ye adwuma na ye ma on my Ghana. Abeseno a yate ama ya ye ho no. Ye twi ye ho free mu na Ghana ejine yie na enya nsu papa nom na ye manfo edi yia ebeya amayen say ye be support ade a emfamfa so mo.
Okay. All right. But I say ora Kweku edu boahe. But answer na meko Gordon hono ma kan cho say so herbal say me kan cho say wo cataract wo obi a anase wanka say mu no ase wo hu ade woni na ye kusu cloud ase nsuo beto woni so no me pa cho wa entrance enche glaucoma ne cataract ne total blindness na face so mo ase woni efra woni fry ni nyina no SO Herbal Semen Control say bra no betumi ashow ama bibie tumi akwema woni no wehu ade hu red hu blue hu blue I don't think bra SO Herbal Hospital na ono wo enhwe na omo na bibie tumi nkoye they deal in 100% herbal and also a natural treatment when it comes to wani and after so yaroma bebu boss you say stroke say diabetes say hepatitis B alcohol addiction mama we nsana na tisi anopo cross or cry na chese nsa frefre wo no ko obesan yare wi nsa be bon hu kra be fibroid and also more cancer of all kinds liver and also kidney disorders in no hepachomonko SO Herbal Hospital no be boamu yie pa sexual weakness STD bedwetting and also malaria ne ehun ensem nyina fever and the kobe nyina STDs and also HIV nyina no hepacho prostate disorders ehun hian yie pa mema no monko SO Herbal Hospital SO Herbal Hospital na obebo yie pa it is ultimate kind of pay na wati de mana meka ne nyina de a me pacho emfa oyare no entena fie yenko SO Herbal Hospital for ho na ye ne omo enkodi nkuta ho na mo hwe ani nyina ema yen omo wo Amasamai Stadium Junction na ho no na SO Herbal Hospital wo from on 055 5529253 055 5529253 and that's 050 34494444 05034494444 na also betumi no medi nkoma na say 027 28 59 115 027 28 59 115 na woni SO Herbal for Andy and Komo na bibia betumi akoyi ama sasa na make sure say Eclipse Collateral Management dani den na make sure say the best when it comes to collateral management won some there omo ane Eclipse Collateral Management koho na ono munkodi nkomo na bibia betumi akoyi ama wo so won krata eda ho property krata da ho no mon fabra na we can turn it into profit for you be adwuma na wo so wanya kakra podwe eno ntino wo pese wo ne Eclipse Collateral for Asia na mudi nkomo fa land document won afi so ye collateral issues hu nyina kom ho ewo Adenta omo ben Medimosis Hospital omo sanso ben West African SHS one no school no honom ena onsa ebeka omo 054-383-2466 054-383-2466 na wone Eclipse Collateral Management for ND and common for collateral issues hu nyina na omo bebo apa Godwin mami ntio in the next 10 minutes there yes sir
we tie for no ahwefo ni na
omnya joso
aminchia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
okay
say adechi na adeseni na no obusu ade enidaso ema Ghana for some few months ago na Ghana was living in hopelessness because na enidaso bia eniho so ne adechi adeseni na no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama keeps giving hope. Anything that I see, you no say he is the hope for Mother Ghana. And under the Big Push project, Okokate sought for the construction of 195-kilometer road stretch from Wenchi, Bole, Sola, and Kosiwa before Endra. Then now I call Western region. In Swako, Kati sought under the Big Push project. Just last week, or the Nidaso Eba Ana Emma Yenuanum disabled people with disability. And
obia enya ne fault say ne ho aka no say we call all tertiary institutions John Dramani Mahama ban say e free. You get the point? Kani nanka disability fund eco assemblies MPP capped it. We've come to uncap it to give them their fair share of the national cake. When in Niema Bibria, Emma Mijina Swoka say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama remains the hope. Kojo, Maakye and we know. On the Galamsey issue, me the better tie in with Honorable Akwesi Kunedu, the MP for Menshia, me bet Metiana na Odin Komobi. I will tie in. Me bisa me who say, with all these lamentations, obe lamente, you know, to what end? Then all call for. Kojo, is it not for one eye susu say, Omanamombi, enko ye na tiati amraso no, emrano won't be di. Is it not to the end of all those lamentations? Until now, we bisa who say, sa instances ni nkofo bobo ni na no. Abaina tia da wonsem no so anasa onten nae. MP ayedi no ho nkomo. We stating the position on the matter. Anameboa. Ena Erastus breaking news so stating the position on the matter. John Dramani Mahama MP for Lands and Natural Resources. Officially Achurama speaker. Anameboa. For the MP to be investigated. The SO who said the MP is not a minister. He's not in government. Anameboa. He's not in government. He's part of the government. No, he's part of the party, but not part of government.
The party is the government.
I don't have problem with that, but you see, no, the party no bet me taking on party grounds because or a party member. Anameboa. Sanko holding government officer. That aspect of the government responsibility and a president and also to me so. But there fairness a minister no a initiative say parliament in take the matter on. Even before speaker ever announce the matter on that very day on the floor no. Na MP na kasa availing him to the Ghana Police Service for investigation to go on, yes or no? Did you see that under MPP? It is a unya MP for Menshia lamenting. Now be sa who say what is he doing? Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay,
two.
I'm in trouble.
On the national officers of the NDC, even though people are calling, say at least they have been given to Yoko for an investigation. The next issue is that, Kojo, let me tell you for a fact, for this 9 months, a Juma NDC under John Dramani Mahama, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Kofi Boa, EPA, and the National Security, Ayeno, far in the fight against Galamsey, far better than all the fight the NPP purported to be fighting at against Galamsey in the past 8 years. Follow activities. Villages are existing here under MPP on Galamsey side, purposely for Galamsey. Yaba beti won a destroy nini na. Just Endra, Kojo, EPA, ako shut down Chinese chamfine factory. Our mode manufacture chamfine, which existed in the whole 8 years of MPP. Endra EPA boss, ako shutting it down. I keep saying, say we are not out of the woods yet. You get the point? And a canker. As for canker, they are all severe. The impact, it takes a very long time to see it. But Obi Obekachi Obi say NDC yenye in the fight against Galamsey, you know. The person is hypocritical on the matter. He's not being fair. He's being disingenuous. And has decided not to see the truth or say the truth. Because Niemen this year so far, in 9 months, are far better than what the NPP did in the fight against Galamsey in 8 years. Ubisa MP nu, whether we've lost the trust or the fight, and not say, we can't look to the past. It is the present and the future. What will you compare today's fight to say you lose and I lose. It's not the past. Because you can't compare today's fight to a future you and I haven't seen. So you see, some of the MPs, sometimes they talk and I get surprised about their reasoning. How they reason on matters. Because we can only say ne, ya boy ya humodin. Only when we are comparing to the Andra. Yeah, anameboa. That is the point. But knowing say, now by a disappointee or mine, or man and they gave us a total destruction of our forest bodies and polluted our water bodies. He tried smartly to run away from it and tell you, say, we cannot talk about tomorrow. You see, hypocritical of his mind. And it is good yet, we will expose them. We will expose them. Kojo, 9 months issue. And at the next point, or say, MP no, yanka charges or modia there or modia ball. I agree. We should be told the charges. But let me give you one example. Yachi to me first. Did they tell us the charges or modia ball?
Kessben 92.9.
MPP 4 was all over. I no mokachire yen say. To me mpo yen charge ni ye. Neba ni saying and I don't know if you remember. He wasn't charged from the initial point. Because sometimes you be frail. Etie we nu asem. But because your share investigation ase, na yentimi nyina gina bianka say charges we ne be ball and we ne be ball no. It doesn't mean see you be jawa ma wa scot free because ubetimi adwane. So you need to be arrested. Now you the mra are restricted. Do you get me? Are restricted from going until say investigation be pointed to the fact say charges when you the ball ebe ye. And we have instances ya chinkrofu from initial pointer yan charge one but they were granted bail. So every time bia no MPP almost so some wadwinche obia when the thing is not good for it doesn't go well with them, they have a problem. If it goes well with them, they don't have a problem. He will be charged. Let's exercise patience. This 9 months issue, Kojo me na ha and support any activity bia ebe destroy your natural resources. And me know my friend example Kweku say let us not get to a point where you be importing in Sweden about my way.
Sure.
And I want to set the record straight.
Okay, Neonko.
And yes, say we shouldn't get there. We are there. 2023. You're importing worth $11 million into this country. 2023. You're importing $11 million into this country. 2022. Let me read this for you. The director of planning at Ghana at the Water Resources Commission, Dr. Bob Alpha, says Ghana is already importing water. 2022. So let us not create an impression say importing so near the galamsey has escalated. That is why we are importing today. That is the impression they want to create in the minds of Ghanaians.
Okay.
We were importing under them.
Which one?
So the American cousin no, because you see, so because China will say, "Men do some pen so the Chinese said, "Ne, we haven't gotten there." They do time be and they start hammering say, "We are importing. What it means is that we have now started importing. But I'm telling you that 2023, 11 million. 2022, Director of Water Resources Commission said that we are importing water.
Okay.
That's why last time Becca Chino said the devastation and destruction at MPP a cause to our water bodies and forest reserve. You have no idea about it. You have no idea about it. They are the cause of our problem. 9 months issue. Me and support it.
Okay.
The American say Ghana we are practicing what we call rule of law.
Okay.
And one particular pivot of rule of law is a rule of natural justice.
Okay.
On this issue, particularly the Odi Otteram pattern, let us give everybody the fair hearing. Enunti investigation asha ase no. Ye betie 9 months for no wo no on side. Ye betie MP no ne side. Ye betie Erasmus side. And any person biya osusu say.
Okay.
Ano mususu say.
Right.
Ye de ne ba matter ni we will have the matter being resolved biano. Okay. But until now, so we draw conclusion. Then if you are not doing politics, said yeah, mention MP, honorable Akwesi, Kunedu draw a lot of conclusion from beginning to the end.
Okay.
Say yeah, politics now we are. Then what else are you doing? Let's allow time. Some time.
But I say I got in your turn in Kano. Divine, my mean to you in the next 10 minutes. Ayo dia.
10 minutes today. Me no ma hwe. About 10 minutes into me.
O say.
I'm 10 minutes into my Maakye.
Oh, say 9-4.
And I'm say me Maakye obo na 10 minutes. Timekeeper. I just want to let you put on record.
Onu kwa need to near 10 minutes. And for our schedule na say ntino o check.
Minchia eti foni ashofo.
Oh, Kobi Ajo.
Na minchia wankasa so na production team. Me bo abaso so.
Amen.
Na minchia minion ma bedwafo e wa hase. Na omunyu na sama maka bebre about obia so o hwe ne kasemu a the bottom line is that obia doga na mai.
Sure.
It's just that in if different angles na yet expressing your views. It's a bema minsem wo naimos no ne galamse ho no ebe keto ebe no so sa but before no there's an important topic bia I thought senka ehia se ebe kan wasem unim say senka yan to aba ma change amba senka yen change wo abato etu mu ananka me because say a short changing ho as a country like senka change amba nanka enye hey. Because and someone yet ne chrono just say unim say madam mi share madam for MPP DB first na me call radio o ka chem say divine na menye say na say and no aka chem say hey figures no ni sika na ye bo ne chrono na akoso no ni ote say an yam crash na fence what coming to reality and terms say sana ni amabo ni akoso inti ka changes and bank e hu and then answer President John Dramani Mahama ya DB na say ye born about so na ye encourage or see ye forensic audit e fanko 13th all African games no
yes they see and
yankom me na me ye one of the technical officers because of my role with the Ghana Table Tennis Federation
okay
enti omo ye first expose sa omo de bar out because time ye call meetings ni e say then e go so yi and e say Ghana for enti me start ye ba onim say those things now me start say make all African games and some now people thought say me blow hot air I say oh ye didi but first and go for be un say sana de me kura me kan ye no kura no hwe nsi ye say yanka hwe kura hwe all African games no so far sika omo say ye organizers in this ministry is omo say ye $245 million still etif won tie me sika me bo dimbi aniwa ye in cedis me ba be ma breakdown sika me bo and bia is in dollars omo say spending $245 million in total now him say so bia e ba be hosti tournament bi anase event the main agenda that's what they say host and win and I said there is always a planner you put in place in the way wow host you know at least o athletes you know ebenya advantage over omo bano visiting teams you know now what to me win in the case of all African games you know abai no edge hosting rights you know so be host you know na eni ne plan mu wan fan kan ne plan ho say o hostia wini ni dia ne so hostia diska
tana hu no
tie unim say Botema Sports Complex na kasa na isi ye no ye the $145 million any see Botema Sports Complex the sports complex ni esiwie ye no according to contractor na man contract no no ye man design and no execute exactly but not knowing you know technical people like some monitor and supervise and even the various federations also engage in the construction were engaging Osiwie. Osiwie no it was not fit for purpose. It told him say indoor games no you're born outside Boteman, but meanwhile Boteman was supposed to host indoor games. Unim say adie bechi ama yaye all African games no adie bechi ama all African games no na numre midnight na yen ye call table tennis for ye call rent private facility e wo conference center into say conference center near ball table tennis
for the games
ye
conference center here
conference center near ball table tennis
mo ball fire ni mu anamu ko ball
there's a private facility be one chance ya mo rent
okay
we rented the space and the boy ndom no but another one minim about do conference center all right sa kese na all right on
and edom na
ho and your ball table tennis meanwhile na kese e ball botema dia ya o mu say unim say your ball tournament ni nyina wie ye because yen discipline na starting first unim say bo wie na ka say equipment ye order for athletes and your kit affairs ababedu oji ni say ni power person omo wini ya bot tournament na wie affairs are kits na even po kits no so krabe do ye no nka wo akoto a unze sponsor yi untumi nka say u behwe Black Stars players for nyina akoto empabo size bia ni nyina 32 uni mo bia size obi ani stocks ni yi obo omo koto no fusi and also players ni to current to me because rackets and equipment no and fit yes me say na pa me come say so ma breakdown bio unim dey ya bio ni say sa sika we omo san so spend yi unim say there is a component e wo Botema complex one ma sky spending now game village na ke say ka ho but omo ntumi anye at the time no mu wie minim say by some wie dia but as a result say for athletes ne ba no mu ni baby no and na omo Koyusu University of Ghana for hostels say omo renovate no mo dia hosti anasa omo de Alex no mbeba no into omo Yusu Hilal Iman host hall Alexander Kwapon Elizabeth say na Jane Nelson Halls and no mo adopt here and no mo ko install air conditions and na heaters for honum at the cost our facilities in at a cost of $16 million.
That be kind of bonus no air condition
air condition here no mo here
for the cost after hostels no and ye koto heater
and air condition
na bia me pencil here no
$16 million. Now only me be ma asem bi uko UPS SSC
divine
me ba so yo ma show uko UPS SSC almost 2 10-story buildings 2 different facilities no almost see you from ground zero at a cost of $9 million. It to me a capacity of 3,500 students.
Building, no?
Yes. She saw my city from scratch.
Yes.
Yes, yes, spending $9 million. Who install air conditioning heater. Now the air ya say school for no best school no. Near 2 hostel film say I renovating place in it no. More than 1,000 cities said they come hostel bill. Wouldn't send them no ka say census a war ye friends air conditions ni heaters ni na no. Ya kwa koyi school no it no no as white elephants na it means that the students want to be used in the next 5 years air condition no share be. So na yes say ye waste ska. E so am fa so. O say Meba can say ma kwa chiro na yo masan so ahyew. Wonim say ade we amikita we. Den. O camera no hwe so.
Yeah, ID card no.
We here accreditation tax me
okay.
Sir accreditation tax we.
Yes.
Ma me paper na me demonstrate chiro. Sir accreditation tag we. Almost spending $4.5 million. And the accreditation tax for athletes, any journalists, any obi be play role, and do 10,000. Crofone do 10,000. Check. Any A4 paper we. Uchem say A5. Uchem say A6. Uchem say A6. And no, and normal laminate here, and normal demand Ghana for $4.5 million.
And your card.
Ose.
And your card.
paper ya laminate enu nie mimi tag ni enye obi de
divine demonstration ni biom na amba tv
enie A4 we
yeah A4 say
eni ya chemu ewo mu baako for nti no sa card we ewo mu baako wa ha ewo mu baako abo mu baako wa
okay
nti u chemu a A5
special paper
o debi we ya
that's
some na me ka kira won minim de me ka me ya
you don't use extra paper
sure
when you laminate
omu print sa dey we me pa chomba mi wie at the cost of $4.5 million coin None there ya.
A4 yet on the same.
A4 paper yet on the same.
20%.
Bundle ni na the whole bundle ni na eshemu 500.
Kese nye card a utumi swipe enya he. Eni ubayo eni ushe. Eni feature bia.
A4 paper.
Ena me see laminate.
Yeah, printing.
A commercial print o. We enya adwuma bia.
Okay, so commercial printing there.
It's cheaper. Me ba me ka sem chiro.
Put them money the time so.
Me ba. Adeba, let me also tell you this.
Yes.
Unim say Lagos Sports Stadium. Renovate Lagos Sports Stadium at a cost of $35 million. Unim say Lagos Stadium no. Enye kufo na start you.
Yes.
Enye stadium a yaka say bola o. It was 85% complete. Almost here spending $35 million. Tio. Oko event saying Takwa Gold Fields 4.
Yeah.
As part of their corporate social responsibility.
Yes,
almost stadium 10,000 capacity like that one. From the scratch in Konyadi Bibia Beshishemu ye Bibia almost spending $12 million. Yet then you call renovate and I you call painting who in the spending $35 million. All African games. Now unim almost see Adriane no money amas robo for na say almost na call heavy. Almost spending $15 million on food. Me na for na almost fee me be ma northern African countries, Egypt, Tunisia and the keka unina. Unim say omo ndi Ghana aduane. Like a transport. Omo embassies, local embassies no e make arrangement for them. Or even hotels omo na esanso call rent be on better.
Omo embassies in AB.
Because that fits purpose and fit na fit. Emma omunti omo ankasa your more special arrangements. And ye beba na success ka we mu nyina we mu po mi wie time ni no ntimi me rush
we be say diane no mu die bia
GBC no
mu di nutrients bi mu di di name bia sports for
ebe
bo mutumi aye
ntuma GBC nko okohwe MOU o mu sign ya for coverage you see are spending $3.6 million here they are GBC on paper. Every day audit account committee near Koprobi ya GBC says betom account to more 105,000 per. They can to mean him. Meanwhile invoice in so GBC na issue here. Intimisa forensic audit na President John Dramani Mahama. I say hwehwemu no. Me dey hwehwemu and think coffee because some of these people no it me trust am say it ka change amba. It is adi we nyina gangrofo ba be boy ahemu say aye ntehwe. Enti no
serious.
Me dey no be si ono na we say ono me introduction
yeah where we 9:15 and
can nine most
no be a check on
9:4
no you come again go channel
1 minute 1 minute divine here 1 minute now for your go and
speak. Can catch no say as and one was setting a question.
As I'm here because I am part and parcel of it, you know. 1 minute in and baby me no.
I say, "Oh my, maka as a papa e dey afa."
Ain't you know?
Come on. You said, "Ain't now the call hand." But you need another 1 minute to
say. Me, a nine was asem.
Yes.
The America based on one cemetery event saying MP no.
Yes.
MP in question no metie no.
Okay.
I was on a show and I'm friend no didn't come. And based on the reports in the press releases are
police for the abandon. For me, major and fin.
Okay. That's what I said. Yeah.
And I will wish say yenye investigation will be an ubobia. Galamsey no yempe. But at the back me observe ye me time yen share any the kind of rebel system ye encourage in this country. That mob action no a cause so let's condemn it. Share omo ye hey no. And military for no and security personnel for them restraining omo na. Obi ekopa AK-47 baako say AK-47 distance mo say opai baako na samo bimben ho a one penetrate kura anya nipa 15 years ago munyina. So imagine say mo rush mo na mo attack mo no na omo so yes omo defend omo no mo petro baako a ma you to no farm branch omo nsa emra no enyo omo dia onye obi nya adwea enye police station ho na wo be te say otherwise let us say a person enye Ghana no like a jungle state. Obi aye di ope oni obi nya adwea the survival of the fittest o hwe nanim na so betimi abro na abro no me ko Congo recently when you go to Congo region bi any resource wo bi any crop for control baby uranium wo no or different district my almost say different government even the road to the airport road ra be faso to the airport to kra no nkrofo akomhia mo ho aban one side it is all careless kra na wo kofa rebel area. Anyone shall go do airport. Or this all call for baby. Then person can I be do sample. You be do some stage one more. Ubi at them bra.
Matthias here. Matthias here. I see him. But I say, Tortina 74. Some country say oh per air treatment. But when it comes to air blood diseases, it is a high blood pressure, high blood sugar. It is a chronic wounds. It is a hepatitis B and C, HIV, kidney infections, liver infections, and I face also prostate enlargement. And I face unhumena enkoye na a bad breath no enya papa no also menstrual pain, chronic cough and I so asthma and chest pain pa arthritis and I face swollen faces pa there a Tortina 74 me friend T74 I don't and I be nom and I be used to na tumi amasa yaro me boss nyina no ebetumi akọ ana no abrase ama okra na ho atowo eno ntino se okun hepatitis B and C ne kidney infections and they are na prostate enlargement and bad breath and I feel so also and they are na chest pain arthritis pa there na Tortina 74 and I will be to me ato na wanom na bibia to me akoye e wo pharmacy bia and I face no opedodo to ana so person ogi ncheche mu pa dia woni eye mpemfo ending komo enfi diagnostic herbal industry na woni omo ending komo dia 0246 073498 0246 073498 na face 050 162 8931 050 1628931 na woni diagnostic herbal industry omode eye Tortina 74 T74 papa abano na also wakwako GB na fe wahwe de eko and afi so JK eye industries and investment limited say men kan cho say mo am start a track counterfeit mu twa ebigu mu me kan eye amo product ba ko friend Nataraj product am start a twa bigu mu no JK industries and investment limited say men kan cho say chiwa ye fa ho ncha okra most of mo kroma mo toto eye Nataraj product no eye papa no mo hwe ni ye na no ya tro 621 fine ball point pens sa ani a tro won ho the original Nataraj ani a tro won 621 obehu e wo ho enti so wan hu sa ne ma ne nyina wo ho dia na ese fake pa na woto no enti ne say ye woto pens no Nataraj pens and also say mat set and afi so no eye pencils ne pa dia na eye papa na wo pe dia Nataraj product 621 and ebeto enti JK Industries and investment limited men kan say be wani ye wo edwom na fe so hu de obeye distributors na fe so mo pese mo delay in Nataraj product nyina no mo ne omo endi enkomo na omo timi abo mo ye pa mo from 1053 102 6081 053 102 6081 and I say 050 322 0308 050 322-0308. Now on your ND and Komo. But I say with you, Godwin, on this matter of the NPP. Yesterday press conference that they held said, "Sisi ane a revenge and I'm person more them a witch hunt and I'm more a sisi when it comes to a paying for sebio ye do mo ko mrakwanso ne do maba na mo mama huge bills." I mean, they saying this saying.
Kojo, on issue divine areas here, no, are very critical. And Kojo, let me tell you one thing. This 13th All African Games, it comes to add up to confirm Agunifi na MPP for my Ghana.
Okay.
And it is like they had an intent to come and create wealth for themselves.
Okay.
Because so the one sem unfold here, it tells you why they were bent in holding on to power. I won't hand over power to anybody. Na Brian Champion Namha I won't hand over power to anybody.
92.9.
No knowing na attending rule at our motto. How can say project that 85% complete? Now with the more than $30 million, yet OBC need there from scratch. No, the less than 10 million is UPSA is hostel, brand new from scratch, which even includes architectural work. Less than 50 million.
Okay, 9 million.
About 9 million. Now all the air condition, water heaters, existing 4 hostels more, also was spending $60 million. And the enunti Legon hostels boy because facilities no they are community no. That is why they have to disconnect, because if the student cannot pay, you don't have to use it. Else a bill on the day ebe kosro. Intine we've wasted all those resources.
Okay.
Let me tell you, African Games it started on the 8th of March, I think 2024. And no, we 23rd. Less than 15 days event. The entire cost was about $245 million. Aden. NSS in sem, Signal Bureau in sem. MPP for Palma Bonipa bro. If only we are hunting a witch who stole the state, whose action corrupted the state and caused financial loss to the state, then it is a good act to witch hunt the witches who were in government for the whole 8 years. Aden, obi biya din komo say, omai ni wosika. Inso ase dia ye hu dia ye di sika na ye den eye. We have problem with schools, have problem with hospitals, have problems with roads, have issues with railway. Almost every facet of our economy, there are problems. Yet, ankura it was kakra on mine. And so the public accounts committee sika ya hwere through corruption. Now bisa won say enkosi da ben. Kojo enkosi da ben. It needs to take a bold decision. And if witch hunting will help us solve the perennial corruption issues, then it's better we have to continue to witch hunt.
Okay.
Because MPP4 nyang krofo omo wa adwene papa wa oman we mu da.
Okay.
I'm telling you this.
Right.
Because omo bo man the fem, omo wia oman no. They've destroyed the state. And they should be quiet whilst we take them through the legal procedures.
Okay.
Because when we almost hear Rich Auntie Kojo, let's ask one question.
Quick one.
Emu ben na etiamra.
Okay.
Before case, I can mention a lot of instances under MPP. Yeah, ma ebi even bail more than $200 million bail in this country. Tell me if I'm lying. Yeah, ma ebi bail more than $200 million bail.
Okay.
Under their time for supposed NDC people.
Okay.
Did we complain?
All right.
Until now, now yeah, ma ebi 50 million, ebi 150 million. There is none important edu bail among the some people under your tenure. Okay. Why do you complain?
All right.
If you don't have money to bail yourself, remain in sales.
Matthias, I demand my mean to you on this one now. Now this is your whether only if you can. And then divine find the time there now.
Divine fast of
yes, sir.
When you say the kind of, say for me, MPP for sometimes I don't know if as someone you want to my men find someone back. ɛna wonya asɛm kanya by force say yɛsɛ bi ɔkwasea mpo no sɛ ɔka na no to mu a yɛbunu nyansani what it means is say sɛ asɛm bi wɔ hɔ na sɛ wonni gyina like ɛho hia ignore anaasɛ yiwani and press conference na ɔmo bɛyɛ it was needless. What was the basis? Then pan ɔmo bɛka ɔde ka kyerɛ me sɛ obi wei chanti ɔmo sɛ nkurɔfoɔ tata ɔmo sɛ nkurɔfoɔ dɛ I don't know what ɔdɔm pɛ sɛ Ghana for nti.
I'm say judiciary no so more. I mean, as more tata more.
Ebi won say deɛ yɛsi deɛ wadwane akɔ tete no ɔno nim baby ɔhyɛ. On say ɔmo ankasa saa ɛyɛ pɔnkye training kusie training ɛyɛ very say ɛgya mo training no mo wiwi nanu bi no. Ɛno na ɛsoso ɔmo adaye bɔne no a ɛno nti ɔmo di sɛ obi su tata ɔmo no. For me ade a me mpɛ be sit da me bia me se me fight because of the experience I nya here under nanado ni ba womia government no ene tata we omo de sense for businesses no nti se enam ne kwan so a me nsoso say obi nya hwe wo tata no obi nya obone wo tata no da bia no de nsoso so wo mamu ase but so obi so ye bone de a ene ye bebo aban no ye be hye na chi say o tata omo because yes ka say corruption of the mind, corruption of the mouth, the corruption of the eye. The obehu boni a onka boni. The odi ni behu boni a on expose boni. Me tie na mehu boni na me se me nkoka. Me my Ghana papa na my Ghana boni. Enti so my Ghana papa ye beka ye yaso ye hu. Ana my boni so a ene luckily in some beka wa he nyina. Hwe all African games asem ye kan yi. Se Koton Sako fresh sports minister. Si Koton sa the conference federation heads for na ebi some questions ah ube bisa say ye tata obi ana enti cho si ye ti hey na ye nyina ye nim say ska we ni spend ye mo ma be audit e the budget aba na mo simu spend 250 million ya ko hwehwe mu ska ndu ye bisa mo so a mo simu ni ye bisa mo ye bisa wan ana am dwen wan am nti ase no I can't think far say ye ti o ye gina as a see CCTV camera ehun say no ye fi asisi o ko no microphone hye wonsa e na wo do down no so CCTV camera capture wo say what pass the ama security man what na o ke bu na wo ko ye frɛ wa osimo obi ambisa you are innocent until proven guilty into omo case I found court fine ye do be court but until then you are a thief I just understand anything it me a tata cron for ade we ye cause it me a tata cron for me tata cron for ye be tata o it is some people for no man no manim tia ye kra Ghana for the be kasa mom me de nipa ba kwa so no kra no by this time enye say immunity bi na ebo no by kra ka se ye che no kra e kotu mu no no so kra ye prosecute no ye nanado
okay
because it's under his watch stewardship and no share your man for this aboni way and when Ghanaians were complaining about racial pulo was it not the person or ka say oh omo bo adwuma Kano Foriata ono akasa omo party for more than 89 members of parliament e demonstrate here e ka say ye no na Akufo-Addo say papa we mu onyi ni da obo adwuma kyan obi a papa ni yare ade hwe ne yakora na papa na ba begina o 17 obegina mu osi omo obi anya adwuma no no pe nanim ye o to be nante
am kokoko
o mi umamelande
me walande we go family
adiwa wo se ni hwa ene na dey
na so mo
wala na hwa ene ya
Kano Foriata
gogule yamba maybe sa oh
ala na sa boys
na enyamba se no oyare Koko ba na wa ye young boy
2 minutes Koko family 2 minutes
no crane say
we ku guy ni so chia o I send him a message
no crane say the MPP General Secretary asema all kind me were 2 positions to this say political persecution and he said you rush it to the media to go and talk about some of these things ebi wo ha bo na afi ku bisa say docket back away and na acquire problem like the OSP has done in the past like some of the things Dr. Ayeni has done by going to the press to even brief the press.
Transparency.
And before he even processes people for some of these things, no. And no, and na me mempe, because I think the media court of public opinion, no. Try say them be a bibiano, say they we instead of going to law courts to pursue some of these things, no.
Report.
Okay. But quite apart from that, many meka the BR say obi edisika na say o man Ghana sika e say the bo enchima ho ban na say yes be buhu akonta obi anya bone. We said the very moment you decided to take a public office now you said we make up your mind to say there's accountability.
Okay.
You must account for your stewardship one day. Okay. And he said, and then a bad say, yes, Frau say, Bebu, would you media be o my Ghana, baby or Bejinama o my Ghana, and Bebu one conta. Nas will be begache me say, you prosecute you, and as a political persecution. At that time, I reach out to me. All right, but then the rush. Yeah, concrete evidence. Ni akocha media mu na kan wasam ni egunipa mu fin bon ye be wie no na evidence ne be ba na nya no kre no eno de menyin tu.
Okay, all right. But I say
journalists and the entire country, let's help in this regard, this particular issue. Kojo ni bibi hwe enne almost all indicators that drives either price increase or price reduction is down. Almost all. And I know you side with me.
But the prices of goods
but yet it is like some major commodities has not come down.
Yes.
Even though some has come down, but some hasn't come down. I think we are getting to a point where in an event where the economic indicators goes high, and you now want to increase
a better problem
because we won't allow for that. Because when it comes down and you bring it down, when it goes up and you are increasing, it makes common sense.
Ghana for na dream bonu wo mutrim. Hwe say yes banchi ebu ewo ayi mokola na ewe ye koya apro ti so a ne ento economic ayi yes ayi supply when there is more supply ayi na demand ayi yes it so ade na buso ti so ayi na say
even cereals as yesterday I was watching one of your sister station up north ebusu there is a drought of it which they are rather begging
for me that say Kayepco Group Ventures I mean can just open so two kwan na wo ko hwe ayama no ne instra share and also say be open so ko ye adwuma na sa disuan so a oni omo ending come when it comes to visas so hun sampa they are the best when it comes to visas also and omo ton cars when it comes to affordable Japanese cars pa dia with flexible payment terms omo an so no mo din come say so omo and obetimi ahwe ma bibie tumi akoyi ama Kayepco Ventures so men can just bra na akwantu hun sam say e bia se ekọ hefa Egypt and answer Ghana if a baby person could be akwaye adwuma bia no ono mo endi san komo no mebo ye pa from it was 0556 735 422 0556 735 422 now for 0556 702 834 0556 702 834 now no mo endi komo mebo ye pa sa so na me catch us say ye Bayport say se ano ne fix deposit no guso an kasa ntino wa wo sika da hono ma person de ye fix deposit no bra now no more ND and combine. So what the 20,000 brom was mean 1,820 as Ghana in as interest and after so 100,000 now the afeba kombenya 20,000 Ghana cedis as interest to pay we na opedenya. Fre ora boni e wo Bayport now no more ND in common form of fixed deposit in a way. It was 0245 153283 0245 153283 and that's a 020 4125 878 now when the Bayport Indian Como Bayport your future now yene mascon Indian Como na for yenton sa papa de ehun hia ye pa mascon bia boko de
oh nyame adom boko na wonso e
erade adom kakra eguso a nkasa
ombo ne de beba
ohun sa
amano nso beba
se ba
beda so chia mu nyina
yeso agene so fa
weda so aweyi mu
ohun sa
meme de be chese wo sie ni nua asenketwa
erade nkano yanko
yo abusianfo yemfa enchia sonko emfri Imascon Estate Ghana Limited aso ye yemfa mra mo baabi bia da mo hwe yen ene baabi bia mo tie na no pe wa fidi kese yi so na Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ya tia ma wie enu ntima munim amamre no ye sanso twedi ampanko amempa ebo kese de mom se wo mom ho ban wonto mo nkwanem o mom nkwatentena mu nyini nche na de etwa to pa ehu hia e onipa de sani abrabom eyiska enu nti yempa ebo ne se nyankopon wonto mo nsam yenim se eye dani ada nyameto nsam a obepe baabi a odi utiri beto na baabi a odi utiri beto no nso dani asase so nesie na saade wei ana akwa your house ronko ede ma nipa binom ewo Ghana mantam mu kan enkra mantam yi emu mesi se wo bo Ghana man mu a enkra kropom te se Accra ha nya sanketwa ensase wonsam de akoye bebre wo haw bebre obetie se yabo obi beti asaso yabo obi tio obetie o yakum obi obetie so yagina asase efri nsam afi krampo de ya sanhye ne se wontue sika foforo cheso haw ni atete ya manfo na mu ewo nsase semu no eno ananyame adom wonam Imascon Estate Ghana Limited so ye ba me see so many years enie ya ba bua amanfo ye be yi amanfo afri won haw mu ewo ensase ton emu ena no pami ba ma me ba kon wadi twa ewo Medina market wo ya fa no mama China oso kwa abomidi odi asempa evise de nankopon na moso ayede amame no semanka mama nsan ante nanso wa mbomidi ewo Kessben TV hono ma odi asempa ba bia wo bia mebu afidie mu ho nam no ba benya ansem kire se nani agye ankasa promotion ya yeye wode ne wansem nyame adom wanya somfa sopa ya enam ne wo ekasai wo boya baso ya wo twense ni mo no ene na nwa no ne nsa beka enu ntimi maame anami papa minua ba ma wutie me na wo san ahwe me ewa Kessben FM ne Kessben TV so no de me kan say wo ye die nti efa nsase semu nti sade be abenya nsase pa no watima to bie na won soso wasi wudan ewo so ana wabie wo company bi ewo so ana empo to asase pa yi a wodi aye ajapade kese ye wolde ato ho ede ama wo nchirima enu nti o ana ma ye bra ya saba wo nchen ena no pay enkobe kaso ro Bugatti eni mas comfort de komanya ba bi atane nso na nkanu ano nenso so nya sa na tie ye dwine amanfo ho ye bibia ye bia no ye make sure say ye wone kwanso say de be ya wonso benya mfaso pa ewe adwumadi a ye die no so eno nti no ena no pay se asempatia say do beji wa eyatrema Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ya sa ba wabubuwa no bio ya sa toa o ewe adwuma mu hono ba bia wo biada ye promotion sonko a ye pon dawuro no eno ane ye san ababe se usu bio ye se abaso ba ane ma eja epaye eno nti birthday any Xmas promotion ye shall say 21st October no ya yeguso a ye akopem 18th December no eno ane ye sa be ka to bio se fa wonhyem emre kakraka no enhyada enware samre na etia obu ani tetani na emre na diriso eno nti sa kwanya sonko a wanye no fa wonhyem sade be ya wonso wo benya asase pa bi ato na bedu brebi no waba be ye refie wura na wo do safo nyina atie nipa se enam Imascon Estate Ghana Limited one promotion your birthday and Xmas promotion so no ana ma menso metuma to asase a mesimi dan maye efie wura na birthday any Xmas promotion ye kan na sichire nyina ene se wo wura Bugatti pani kwantrefo ya wada Imascon adimokona no nyankopon ede afeba kwa aka ne nkwa na ho enu nto ase birthday wo die no wonya ni pabone fo se wono nkwa na yire ne ma enne adumefo ye kwahya baabi ni ye didi ni anom ni agye ani ewa bra ye customers anu omdi djuma no we be joma jeje mu sa yenye ne sa enu nto wo se wo pese wonya mfa so pewa ewa birthday no any Xmas no eso enti de wo ye nyina ne se enka ensase a one plot na eye 32,000 cedis promotion ba kwa ye anu no eye susu for landa enu ye 32,000 cedis no wo se wa teso shim every 32,000 yɛde aba bɛgyina 24,000 Ghana cedis na sɛ wobubu nkonta no a 8,000 Ghana cedis mu a ane yɛyi ɛde afiri so yɛayɛ se bra bɛfa no 24,000 abusua sɛ wode sika no ɛba ne yɛkɔte asase no wodeɛ ɛde ma wie wogu so a woyɛ so adwuma no yɛse yɛpɛ sɛ wodidi na wɔnom w'ani gye ɛno nti no yɛma wo ɛmo 1 bag of rice no kɛseɛ baako 25 kg yɛma baako ne ansa de cooking oil ɛno nso bɔtɔ kɛseɛ baako apie wo so menua wɛde mu atatoto emu atatoto hwan ana ton sa so Ghana ha wɔbɛyɛ de fɛfɛ ti sɛ ɛde amam afei sɛ ɔbɛtɔ half plot no nso atie half plot yɛbɛtwa ama ɛnka ne nsusu falan promotion deɛ no na ɛyɛ 16,000 cedis nanso birthday wei ɛne Xmas promotion ɛyɛ pɛsɛm wonya so mfasoɔ nti no ɛno nso yɛate so ɛde aba 12,000 Ghana cedis nanso bu nkontate bi fi mu a ɛyɛ 4,000 cedis ane yɛyi ɛde afiri so ɛde ama wo apart from 12,000 a wode ba nom sɛ wode bɛwi a yɛbɛsan ama wo ɛyɛ 1 bag of rice ɛno ɛyɛ 10 kg ni asan so akyɛw anwa bottle kɛseɛ baako ɛde apie so ɛno ntitiam yo sɛ wotɔ 2 plot a wobɛnya ɛmo bag no akɛseɛ mmienu ɛne anwa cooking oil no bottle akɛseɛ mmienu sɛ wotɔ 5 a wobɛnya 5 bags of rice ana cooking oil no nso 5 sɛ wotɔ 10 dodoɔ bi a bɛtɔ biara no ɛho mo ɛne ho anwa ane yɛbɛtam yɛde akyɛw free ɛfi sɛ wo no yɛdwene ho nti ane yɛde wo aba bɛgyina saa mpɛmpɛnso yi abusua Imascon Estate Ghana Limited the attensi yɛn nsase no so no ɛho nkratasɛm nyinaa yɛ genuine ya register our lands commission di mu yɛagye title ɛde ato so enti register lands ɛsan so ɛyɛ title lands ane yɛse brabɛfa no aboɔfoɔ mu a ɛte saa menua promotion ɛmmerɛ ne yɛti asɛm di kaka nti fa ho hyɛm na wo nso tumi na mfa so gyeɛ nɔmba sei na baabi asase no ɔmenkyerɛw na afei na yɛnkɔ nɔma ɛdi kan no ɛyɛ 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 na yensas ne ewo twopoli mini atwopoli no ewo Greater Accra region yamo se metai ekyerɛw no ewo tema ani dowenya kwan so wo fa tema kwan so ko anim kakra bi a dowenya ena wo hoyi dowenya honom na Central University wo ewanso na Saglema Affordable House ta ka wansam no honso na ewo na wodi free Saglema ye ka wansam dudu yi ewo Ghana hanomo ede kɔ baabi a ɛyɛ twopoli Imascon for yensas ne ewo no ɛyɛ 5 minutes pɛ na akodu woni be asase no ɛda so flat ye de ne eneda nsuom eneda tetем nsuo to ekɔ no kɔre kama bibia de na kwam ye gye so dada ye ye demarcation yi akwa nyina nso ɛde atoto entema ye mpɛsɛ obebre ɛwɔ ni sie ye sanso akyɛw nsuo ye wode besi saa ɛdan no ɛno ntiminua me say me enemi nkasa bebre evi se Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ye di kan kan sas one asam e di ato dada de hia yen e birthday any Xmas promotion fa be shem 24,000 cedis one plot yen sama emu 1 bag of rice 25 kg any cooking oil kese umpewe na die bebio e na half plot nso e 12,000 say me kan ye no niam 10 bag of 1 bag of rice and 10 kg any cooking oil 1 bottle kasiye yemfa nka ho minia your office your Spinters Road community 18 junction yeni a life filling station wo kwanse na edi nhwani mu yesa bank FC bomadi an ebra na bibia nko yema eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 Imascon Estate Ghana Limited birthday any Xmas promotion for Bisham Wunya Sasia Air Phone near Chow Emu any young one at the account foundation na a de Panami on Shamunina.
Yeah, I say Mascon for you must be 9:47 is the time young Kona for any Mascon so Andy and Komo now yen share your home because health issues is also another very important matter for us to do. Midima fo near no more ending Komo. Boss be able to be who watch a crack.
My brother Penny Eka Bintino.
Oh, sorry. Yenin komo.
Me say ma anopay menchia adwumayefo mo medimafo ba hospital doctors and nurse for free Dr. Time that so ekokosi near o gate ho yenchi omo anopay na yen kanchiro mo se wonum ebo adwuma e de ama onyame emma enti medimafo ba hospital anopay yabaya yese kasa etiawa esan se obi anim adwumadi a medimafo ba hospital Dr. Tam da so odie se yeden habama enubina hodo e de sayare e woni paduanom anu nti ananopay me no kasa doctor e wo takwa anti se me no kasa doctor wo takwa andra na wo takwa eye review ahodo e nanopay wa wo hwe me na wo teme nka bia no wo ben takwa ne mpatam ampacho eno anso obekọ community center home na obekọ akoto Dr. Time da so e wo ho na anopay wo de bere e de ato yare no so na afi watu ase enso etumi e de amawo na medimafo aba hospital so ye ne yamakom yenu e wo oman Ghana ase kuma asese e wo abu akwa atwoma anko school junction e na kra e poko ase mayira na oba medimafo a ochena nyame adoma Friday no me kasa doctor watakwa anopay no ochena nyame adoma e Friday doctor be opoko ase mayira for premium service me ba cho de tense se doctor be ko ba bi kura premium service de o mixing de biara da arunti ni nyame adoma ochena Dr. Time da so betena se opoko ase mayira for premium service enne also about for review a obetimi aba for review no na ya hwehwe ni pedie no ahwe se edura obeje koye no san ena esi ekoye ede ama wo enu achi so pese oba yarsa bia medimafo ba hospital no pay a doctors ahodo enso medimafo ba hospital hye no so se onyame hira obi o hira one nasefo nyina enti anopay oba betom doctors wo ho e opoko asemayira kuma asenso beto doctors wo ho na afi ye de bra e ato yare no so na ye to asem e de amao ye number sa be frɛ anopay opese obuki for appointment nyame adom o chena patron frɛ number so penchire mu bia enso na watumi abusa patron frɛ ye number 0244 77 4282 0244 774282 afei number to sumi no ye 0500 727215 0500 727215 and 0245 449592 0245 449592 numbers when aba frame dimafo aba hospital na oni edi enkoma no pay yare be na tete wo typhoid na tete wo na abram dimafo aba hospital na afi yenkeka pawpaw leaves na yemfa mom ginger ne ade na yemfa nsa yare ne etie no se wo ba yetu ase de afri ne paduarum ade se wanya typhoid da yetu ase men wani nyina afri ne paduarum esan se typhoid ade a eba oso no wantu ase a ebeduru ba bi na afi wo so tena ofom stomach ulcer ana aba oni paduanum se wanya ulcer se peptic ulcer duodenal ulcer ana esophageal ulcer tambia me na o kan me ka kire o se ulcers ni oba best 17 ulcers bare ana e ma dodo na enya ulcer e wo ye furunum obi wo ho a me na o ka sei na H pylori emo ano ena de yare a friend se ulcer na ba ni paduanum eno no eda nchen a ebi wo ye fast no ye akonchena aduani a obedie nde acidic content no nso timi ma onya ulcer ebia mu nso no o break you fast na aduani a odi break you fast no nso no etimi ma onya ulcer bramdi ma fo ba hospital ana oba obu ne nsa no obo nse be wi akire no na one no painkillers bia mpacho enoma ewo mu no amwo enu ntine na nso kwa konya ulcer oba medima fo ba hospital a ye bebo anopay asthma na eba oso ana asthma no ba ebe hwehwem ahwe say den na dey say e bia wodi no ma bi na ma wo sai ohawo na ana say nam dey nso e na ma wotumi enya sa asthma no ba ye be hwem na afi ya ma odo ne atutu kama enso de afro sansam mango aba ade say etuti asthma yie papa na rheumatism anase arthritis ena etete wo bi wa wonambro mo twetwem wankasa wontimi nante ye nso tokrampo a na ne uye obaje na wu pa cha oba medimafo ba hospital arthritis anase say rheumatism ni nyina no ba cha yebetu ase ade ama mpampi no na nipa duro na ba yaresabe a ya no mukase na nwodwuma be na mo ye ne medimafo ba hospital pa cha obra na ye ntwitu kama wo mojabroso bramdimafo ba hospital na yemo ne ntuose mfamfiro mfama obi o wa o se o wanya pressure no ebre onya ye no sese ye kasa ne krampo no ade ba ko ne se one day droso a ade ba ko ne se wan hwe ya pressure dredo to so be ye do beto so akoso se obeto na nanam awonse do ba nhran kanya me obo soro no obo asase se wo beto na mo aba medimafo ba hospital anopai wo beto na mo aba takwa community park wa community center wa no pa be share Dr. Tanda so anasa obeko kumase abuo kwa atwoma ogo obekpa poku ase mayira no pa ya me ba cho onyame na mahaban ode acha doctor so ebe ma ho ato ena no pa pneumonia ena tete wa na ebo why so mojari bramdimafo ba hospital ne mo ena no pa ya wada die asue makom yensa na obetumi aba takwa community center obetumi aba ho kumase poku kumase nso ya abuo kwa atwoma ogo poku ase mayira nso obetumi aba ho ena no pa na yatumi ahwo na afi aboa tuberculosis obi wo ha oda bo wa kuhu otumi bo wa ma the next neighbor no kra etese obi bo wa bramdimafo ba hospital ne mo oben takwa ne important ma Dr. Tanda so ato wo ho wo takwa no pai enti bra na yentwito ne enyu mfiri sa wo ha no anase kumase oba abua kwa atwoma ago school junction Dr. Ajima atena se ho poku ase mayira nso beba no doctors yatena se a yede ebrato yare no so na afia tutum na tuberculosis a ene oba wa kuhu na jobono ye you ede wa frimo diabetes na tete wa na anopa brata kwa community park or ana community center na yemwa na ve yentwitu kama sansa Dr. Tana so atena so ho poku ase mayira ye hwe Boko atwoma agonso ye hwe na afia treaty area ma osanse obi diabetes no obi ba obon said the next one on samra no diabetes e bia na number 30 40 no obon so beba na oba benya single digit e bia 9 and 6 ni nyina mo no eye ndura hodo ne haban a ye de ye adwuma e wo medimafo ba hospital ye no kasa nyina no de te no se ensam no de yare dodo na ni nyina ye treaty wo medimafo men kasa ma ma yare suntina anopa ya na wo chena omma mpa bra na yanhwo ne enyu mfiri sa wo hawo no asempa wo 8 ya yare bia de titu bia no oba medimafo nhran kenya me obo soro no obo asase se onam Dr. Tanda so ebejo afiri sa wo hawo no ye numbers ne 0244 77 4282 0244 774282 and a 0500 727215 0500 727215 and a last number is 0245 449592 0245 449592. I am Dima for a hospital, Dr. Time, and that's so open here, yes,
yeah, that's a pa. And then a happy birthday to you, Amos. Bochi Kokoti for ICGC Covenant Temple. Amos, happy birthday to you. Amos Bochi Kokoti of ICGC Covenant Temple, Kotobabi. Happy birthday to you, bruh. And then a happy birthday to you, Alberta Laviba, attendant of New Archimota. Happy birthday to you, Alberta. A wonderful happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Michael K. Aselevi or Greater Accra Regional Cadet Corps Health and Safety Clerk. Happy birthday to you, Michael. Another happy birthday to you, Majwa of Accra Seamstress. Happy birthday to you, Majwa. Happy birthday to you once again. And then a happy birthday to you, Lance Corporal Tewia Eric of a unit 15, right? 15 Armored Regiment Damango. Happy birthday to you. This one is from Major Blackman and BITC 520 Army Special. Happy birthday to you, brother. And then a happy birthday to you, Edith Nana Ekuya Asamoah. Wave your daddy, Mr. Asamoah Honam. Happy birthday to you, little one. And then a happy birthday to you, Mrs. Gloria Kakari from George. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy belated birthday to you, Alvin Nana Osei Befi. This one is from parents, Mr. and Mrs. Befi, and the entire Kessben media. Happy birthday to you, young man. And then a happy birthday to you, Malek Ryan Motu from Auntie Gloria. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mr. Alfred Ni Okante Ankra of Audit Service. This one's from Ni Odoi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Alfred. And then a happy birthday to you, Nanama of KJTR Dubai. This one is from Derek. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mrs. Comfort Kulnan Johnson of Kintampo. And then a belated birthday to you, Albert of Amentia Bono East. Happy birthday to you, Alberto. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Clara Yaya Inketia, Deputy Director GTA. Happy birthday to you, Clara. Have a wonderful one. And then a happy birthday to you, Mary Asare Obako of Ayetano. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mercy. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy yourself. Happy birthday to you. And I'm the meeting at the Kojo Preko Dankwah. But it'll be BRC. Sports is next. We are back again tomorrow, God willing. Media man Sanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Have a wonderful morning. Head for action. Takes on from now to 2 p.m. Enjoy and stay tuned. Bye bye. Moko school.